The boy must die for the man to live. It's a truth as old as time, yet so many of us resist it. We cling to our childish ways, our immature habits, our small thinking. But I'm here to tell you, it's time to grow up. It's time to become the person you were meant to be. You see, inside each of us, there are two versions fighting for control. There's the boy, scared, selfish, short-sighted. And there's the man, courageous, disciplined, wise. Every day, every moment, we choose which one we'll let win. Most people, they let the boy call the shots. They sleep in, they make excuses, they take the easy road, and their lives show it. They're stuck in dead-end jobs, toxic relationships, financial struggles. They're living small because they're thinking small. But you're different. You're here because you want more. You're hungry for growth, for achievement, for meaning. You're ready to kill that boy and unleash the man inside you. Now, this isn't about acting tough or puffing out your chest. True manhood isn't about bravado or aggression. It's about mastery over your mind, your emotions, your actions. It's about delayed gratification, personal responsibility, and unwavering integrity. Let me break it down for you. The boy lives for today. The man plans for tomorrow. The boy reacts. The man responds. The boy makes promises. The man keeps them. The boy seeks comfort. The man seeks growth. Think about it. How many times have you hit the snooze button when you know you should be up and working on your goals? That's the boy talking. How often have you put off that important conversation because it might be uncomfortable? Boy again, ever blown your budget on some shiny new toy instead of investing in your future? Yep, you guessed it, the boy's in charge. But here's the beautiful thing. You have the power to change. Right here, right now, you can decide to let the man take the wheel. And when you do, watch how your life transforms. I remember a young man I mentored years ago. Let's call him Tom. Tom was smart, had potential, but he was stuck. He'd bounce from job to job, relationship to relationship, always looking for the easy way out. He was living like a boy in a man's world. One day, I sat Tom down and I told him, Tom, it's time to grow up. It's time to kill that boy inside you and let the man be born. At first, he resisted. Change is hard, after all. But slowly, day by day, Tom started making different choices. He started waking up early to work on his side business. He started having those tough conversations with his girlfriend instead of avoiding conflict. He cut out the partying and started investing in personal development. And you know what happened? Within a year, Tom's life was unrecognizable. He'd launched a successful business, proposed to his girlfriend, and bought his first home. He told me, I finally feel like a man. I'm in control of my life. That's the power of killing the boy and letting the man be born. It's not just about success. It's about becoming who you were meant to be. Now, I can see some of you shifting uncomfortably in your seats. You're thinking, that sounds great, but I don't know if I can do it. I've been living this way for so long. Let me tell you something. It's never too late to grow up. I don't care if you're 18 or 80. You can always choose to step into your true potential. The past doesn't define you. Your choices right now. So how do we do it? How do we kill the boy and let the man be born? It starts with awareness. You need to recognize when that boyish part of you is trying to take control. When you feel the urge to procrastinate, to make excuses, to take the easy way out, that's the boy talking. The next step is to pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what would the man do in this situation? The man would face the challenge head on. The man would do what's right, not what's easy. The man would think long term. Then you act. You do the hard thing. You have the tough conversation. You put in the extra hours. You make the sacrifice now for the payoff later. And here's the secret. It gets easier. The more you choose to act like a man, the more natural it becomes. But let's be clear. This isn't a one-time decision. You don't just wake up one day and declare, I'm a man now, and poof, it happens. No, this is a daily battle. Every morning when you open your eyes, you have to recommit to killing that boy and letting the man lead. It's like working out. You don't go to the gym once and expect to be in shape for life. You have to keep showing up, keep pushing yourself, keep growing. The same is true for personal development. You have to consciously choose growth every single day. Now, some of you might be thinking, this all sounds so serious. Do I have to give up all fun and joy to be a man? Absolutely not. In fact, true manhood leads to deeper, richer joy than boyhood ever could. Think about it. What brings more satisfaction? Binge watching TV all weekend, or completing a challenging project, blowing your paycheck on trinkets, or seeing your savings account grow, living for likes and validation, or knowing you're making a real difference in the world? The boy's pleasures are shallow and fleeting. The man's joys are profound and lasting. When you step into true manhood, you'll find a sense of purpose and fulfillment that no boyish indulgence can match. Let me give you another example. I once knew a guy, we'll call him Mike. Mike was the life of the party, always cracking jokes, always up for a good time. On the surface, he seemed happy. But when you looked closer, you could see the emptiness in his eyes. Mike was living like a perpetual teenager. He had no real goals, no direction. He was drifting through life, using humor and partying to mask his lack of purpose. Deep down, he was miserable. One day, Mike hit rock bottom. He lost his job, his girlfriend left him, and he found himself alone in his apartment, surrounded by empty bottles and regrets. That was his wake-up call. Mike decided it was time to grow up. He got sober, started therapy, and began to take responsibility for his life. He discovered a passion for mentoring troubled youth and threw himself into volunteer work. Fast forward a few years, and Mike's transformation was incredible. He had a fulfilling career, a loving relationship, and a sense of purpose he'd never known before. And here's the kicker. He was still funny, still charismatic, but now instead of using those traits to escape reality, he used them to connect with and inspire others. Mike told me I thought growing up meant losing myself. But really, I found myself. I'm happier now than I ever was as a fun-loving boy. That's the paradox of manhood. By embracing responsibility and purpose, you actually gain more freedom and joy than you ever had as a boy. Now, let's talk about fear. Because let's face it, that's what holds most of us back from growing up. We're afraid of change, afraid of failure, afraid of the unknown. The boy inside us whispers, stay safe, stay small. But here's the truth. The man inside you is far stronger than any fear. Fear is just a feeling. Courage is a choice. And every time you choose courage over fear, think of fear like a muscle. The more you challenge it, the stronger you become. Each time you face a fear, you're telling yourself, I am capable. I am strong, I can handle this. And bit by bit, you build unshakable confidence. I remember when I first started speaking publicly, I was terrified. My hands would shake, my voice would quiver. The boy in me wanted to run and hide, but the man in me knew this was important, knew I had a message to share. So I pushed through the fear. I spoke, even with shaky hands. I shared my message, even with a quivering voice. And you know what? It got easier. The fear never fully went away, but I grew stronger than the fear. That's what I want for you. I want you to be stronger than your fears. I want you to be bigger than your excuses. I want you to be more committed to your growth and to your comfort. Because here's the thing, the world needs men, real men, men of integrity, of purpose, of vision. We've got enough boys running around in grown-up bodies. We need men who will stand up, step up, and make a difference. Your family needs you to be a man. Your community needs you to be a man. Your country needs you to be a man. The boy can't handle these responsibilities. Only the man can. So how do we do this? How do we consistently choose the man over the boy? It comes down to habits. You are what you repeatedly do. Excellence, as Aristotle said, is not an act, but a habit. Start small. Choose one area of your life where you've been acting like a boy and commit to approaching it like a man for the next 30 days. Maybe it's your health. Commit to exercising every day. No excuses. Maybe it's your relationships. Commit to having a meaningful conversation with your partner every evening. No distractions. Maybe it's your career. Commit to arriving at work 30 minutes early to plan your day and set goals. Whatever it is, stick to it. Even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Because that's what men do. They keep their commitments to themselves and to others. As you build these habits, you'll start to see changes. You'll feel more in control. You'll have more energy. You'll earn more respect. From others, yes, but more importantly, from yourself. And let me tell you, there's no better feeling than looking in the mirror and respecting the man looking. Now, this journey from boy to man, it's not always going to be smooth. You're going to face setbacks. You're going to make mistakes. There will be days when the boy seems to be winning, and that's okay. The key is to not let setbacks become excuses for giving up. Men don't quit when things get tough. They learn, they adapt, they keep moving forward. I want you to think of setbacks as feedback, not failure. If you try something and it doesn't work, that's not a sign to give up. It's information. Use it. Adjust your approach and try again. Remember, the boy seeks perfection and gives up when he falls short. The man seeks progress and keeps going no matter what. Let's talk about responsibility for a moment, because that's really at the heart of this transformation from boy to man. Boys avoid responsibility. Men embrace it. I'm not just talking about paying your bills on time, though that's part of it. I'm talking about taking responsibility for every aspect of your life, your health, your relationships, your career, your happiness. It's all, the boy says, it's not my fault. The man says, it's my responsibility. The boy blames circumstances. The man creates circumstances. The boy waits for someone to fix his problems. The man becomes the solution to his problems. This mindset shift is crucial, because when you take full responsibility for your life, you take full control of your life, you stop being a victim of circumstance and become the author of your own story. I once met a man who had lost everything: his job, his savings, his home. He had every reason to blame the economy, to blame his employer, to blame the system. But you know what he said to me? He said, I got myself into this mess, and I'll get myself out. That's a man talking. He didn't waste time playing the blame game. He took responsibility and got to work rebuilding his life. Last I heard, he was doing better than ever running his own successful business. That's the power of taking responsibility. It puts you in the driver's seat of your life. And let me tell you, it's a lot more fun to drive than to be a passenger. Now, let's talk about purpose. Because becoming a man isn't just about being responsible and disciplined. It's about living for something bigger than yourself. Boys live for pleasure. Men live for purpose. What gets you out of bed in the morning? What are you willing to sacrifice for? What legacy do you want to leave behind? These are the questions men grapple with. Finding your purpose isn't always easy. It takes soul searching. It takes trial and error. But once you find it, it changes everything. It gives you direction. It gives you motivation. It gives your life meaning. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. Maybe your purpose is to be the best father you can be. Maybe it's to create beautiful art that moves people. Maybe it's to build a business that provides value to your community. Whatever it is, commit to it with everything you've got. Because here's the truth. A man without purpose is like a ship without a rudder. He drifts through life blown about by every wind and wave. But a man with purpose, he charts his course and sails confidently toward his destination, no matter the storms he faces. I want you to take a moment right now. Close your eyes if you need to. Ask yourself, what do I want my life to stand for? What impact do I want to have? What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? Let those answers guide you. Let them fuel you. Let them be the reason you choose every day to kill the boy and let the man be born. Now, we've talked a lot about personal growth and responsibility, but there's another crucial aspect of manhood we need to discuss: leadership. True men are leaders, not necessarily in title or position, but in character and action. They lead by example. They lift others up. They make the people around them better. Leadership isn't about bossing people around or always being in charge. It's about influence. It's about inspiring others to be their best selves. It's about creating value and making a positive impact. Think about the great leaders in history. They weren't great because they demanded respect. They were great because they earned respect through their actions, their integrity, their vision. You have that same potential within you. You can be a leader in your home, in your workplace, in your community. It starts with leading yourself, being disciplined, being reliable, being a person of your word. As you do that, you'll naturally start to influence others. I remember a young man I met at a seminar years ago. He was frustrated because he felt stuck in his job, passed over for promotions. He wanted to know how to get into a leadership position. I told him, stop focusing on the position and start focusing on being a leader right where you are. Solve problems before they're asked. Help your co-workers succeed. Be the most reliable, most positive person in the office. He took that advice to heart. And you know what? Within a year, he was promoted to team lead. Not because he campaigned for it, but because he had already become a leader in action and attitude. That's the kind of man I want you to be. A leader not in title, but in character. Someone who makes others better just by being around them. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to touch on one more crucial aspect of manhood: integrity. Integrity is about being whole, being undivided. It's about your actions aligning with your values. It's about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. Boys may lie to get out of trouble. Men tell the truth, even when it's difficult. Boys may cut corners to get ahead. Men do things the right way, even if it takes longer. Boys may break promises when it's convenient. Men keep their word no matter what. Integrity is the foundation of trust, and trust is the currency of all relationships, personal and professional. When you're a man of integrity, people know they can count on you. They know your word is your bond. They know you'll do what's right, not what's easy. Building integrity takes time. It's earned through consistent, honorable actions, but it can be lost in an instant through one moment of weakness. Guard your integrity fiercely. It's one of the most valuable assets you'll ever have. As we wrap up, I want you to remember this: becoming a man. A true man is a choice. It's a choice you make every day in big ways and small. It's choosing to get up when the alarm goes off, even when you're tired. It's choosing to have that difficult conversation, even when it's uncomfortable. It's choosing to keep your commitments, even when it's inconvenient. It's choosing to take responsibility, even when it's easier to blame. It's choosing to live with purpose, even when it requires sacrifice. It's choosing integrity, even when dishonesty might bring short-term gain. Every day, in every moment, you have the power to kill the boy and let the man be born. It's not easy. It's not always fun. Because when you become the man you're meant to be, don't just change your life. You change the lives of everyone around you. You become a force for good in the world. You become someone who makes a difference. So I challenge you, starting right now, make the choice Choose to be the man, not the boy. Choose growth over comfort. Choose purpose over pleasure. Choose integrity over convenience. The world is waiting for you to step up. Your family is waiting. Your community is waiting. The man inside you is waiting. Don't let them wait any longer. The time is now. The choice is yours. Remember, every great achievement in history began with a decision to be more, to do more, to give more. You stand at that crossroads right now. Will you choose the path of the boy? Comfortable, easy, but ultimately unfulfilling. Or will you choose the path of the man? Challenging, demanding, but rich with purpose and meaning. I believe in you. I believe in the man you can become. But more importantly, you need to believe in yourself. You need to see the potential within you, the strength that's been there all along, waiting to be unleashed. Think about the people in your life who are counting on you. Your family, your friends, your coworkers, they need you to be the best version of yourself. They need you to be the man you're capable of being. And it's not just about them, it's about you. It's about living up to your own potential, about looking in the mirror and being proud of the man looking back at you. It's about going to bed each night knowing you gave your all, that you made a difference, that you grew stronger and wiser. Now, I want you to visualize something for me. Close your eyes. If you need to, picture yourself 1 year from now after making the daily choice to be a man. See how you carry yourself with confidence and purpose. Feel the respect you've earned from others and from yourself. Imagine the goals you've achieved, the habits you've built, the person you've become. That future is possible, more than possible. It's waiting for you, but you have to claim it. You have to fight for it. You have to kill the boy day after day and let the man be born. It won't be easy. There will be days when the boy inside you screams for attention when he begs you to take the easy way out. There will be moments of doubt, of fear, of weakness. That's normal. That's human. But in those moments, I want you to remember that you're stronger than your excuses. You are more powerful than your fears. You are greater than your temporary discomfort. In those moments, stand tall. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself of who you are and who you're becoming. Then take that next step forward, no matter how small it might seem. Because here's the truth. Greatness isn't achieved in one giant leap. It's built through thousands of tiny steps, each one a choice to be better than you were yesterday. Every time you choose discipline over laziness, you take a step. Every time you choose courage over fear, you take a step. Every time you choose responsibility over blame, you take a step. Every time you choose purpose over pleasure, you take a step. Every time you choose integrity over convenience, you take a step. And those steps, compounded over time, will take you further than you ever thought possible. Now let's talk about legacy. Because being a man isn't just about what you achieve in your lifetime. It's about what you leave behind. It's about the impact you have that continues long after you're gone. What do you want to be remembered for? What mark do you want to leave on this world? How do you want your children or your children's children to speak about you? Boys live only for today. Men build for tomorrow. Your legacy isn't something that happens by accident. Something you craft day by day, choice by choice. It's built through the lives you touch, the differences you make, the values you uphold. So I want you to think bigger. Think beyond just your own life, your own success. Think about how you can make the world a little bit better because you were here. Maybe it's through your work, creating something of value, solving problems, improving lives. Maybe it's through your relationships, being a rock of support, a source of inspiration, a force for love and kindness. Maybe it's through your community involvement, volunteering, mentoring, standing up for what's right. Whatever it is, commit to it. Let it drive you. Let it be the reason you push through the hard times, the reason you constantly strive to grow and improve. Because here's the beautiful thing about focusing on your legacy. It gives your life meaning beyond the day-to-day grind. It connects you to something larger than yourself. It helps you see the bigger picture when you're stuck in the weeds of daily life. And ironically, when you focus on the impact you want to have, on the legacy you want to leave, you often achieve more success in the present because you're no longer just working for a paycheck or for personal gain. You're working for a purpose, and that purpose fuels you in a way that mere ambition never could. Now, as we continue this journey of transformation, of killing the boy and letting the man be born, I want to address something important. Your true manhood isn't a solo journey. It's not about becoming some lone wolf, independent of everyone else. No, true manhood is about building strong, meaningful connections with others. The boy uses people. The man serves people. The boy avoids deep connections out of fear. The man cultivates deep connections out of strength. The boy sees relationships as transactions. The man sees relationships as opportunities for growth and mutual support. Think about the relationships in your life right now. Your family, your friends, your romantic partner if you have one. Are you showing up as a boy or as a man in these relationships? Are you fully present when you're with them, or are you always distracted? Do you avoid difficult conversations, or do you address issues head-on with honesty and compassion? Do you take these relationships for granted, or do you actively work to nurture and strengthen them? Becoming a man means taking responsibility for the health of your relationships. It means being reliable, being trustworthy, being someone others can count on. It means being vulnerable, yes, vulnerable. Because true strength isn't about never showing weakness. It's about having the courage to be open, to be real, to let others see the true you. It means being a good listener, not just waiting for your turn to talk, but truly seeking to understand others. It means being supportive, celebrating others' successes as if they were your own, and being there for them in their struggles. It means being accountable, admitting when you're wrong, apologizing when you've hurt someone, and always striving to do better. These aren't soft skills. They're not secondary to real manhood. They are the essence of what it means to be a man. Because a true man makes the lives of those around him better. I want you to think about someone in your life right now who needs you to step up as a man. Maybe it's your partner who needs you to be more emotionally available. Maybe it's your child who needs you to be more present and engaged. Maybe it's your friend who's going through a tough time and needs your support. Whoever it is, commit right now to showing up for them as the man you're capable of being. Have that difficult conversation. Offer that support. Be that rock they can rely on. Because here's the truth. As you become the man you're meant to be, you'll find your relationships deepening and flourishing in ways you never imagined. You'll build connections that sustain you, that fulfill you, that make your life richer and more meaningful. Now, let's talk about something that trips up a lot of men on their journey to true manhood, the need for instant gratification. We live in a world of quick fixes and instant results. We want everything now. Success, fitness, relationships, you name it. And when we don't get it immediately, we get frustrated, we give up, we revert to boyish behavior. But true manhood is about delayed gratification. It's about planting seeds today that will bear fruit tomorrow, next month, next year, or even in the next generation. The boy wants instant pleasure. The man invests in long-term fulfillment. The boy chases quick wins. The man builds lasting success. The boy gives up when results don't come quickly. The man persists, knowing that great things take time. This mindset shift is crucial. Because the truth is, anything worth having in life takes time and effort to achieve. There are no shortcuts to true success. to meaningful relationships, to personal growth. Think about it like building a house. You can't just throw up some walls and a roof and call it done. You need to lay a strong foundation first. You need to carefully construct each part. You need to pay attention to the details. It takes time, it takes patience, but in the end, you have something solid, something that will last. That's what becoming a man is like. You're building something lasting, something meaningful. So I want you to embrace the process. Fall in love with the journey, not just the destination. Find joy in the daily disciplines, the small victories, the gradual progress, because here's the secret. When you learn to delay gratification, when you learn to find satisfaction in the process of growth itself, you become unstoppable. You develop a resilience that can weather any storm. You build a strength that can overcome any obstacle. And ironically, when you stop demanding instant results and commit to the long game, you often achieve your goals faster than you ever thought possible. Because you're no longer wasting energy on quick fixes that don't last. You're investing in real, sustainable growth. So I challenge you, choose one area of your life where you've been seeking instant results. Maybe it's your fitness, your career, your relationships. Commit to playing the long game in that area. Set a long-term goal, break it down into small, daily actions, and commit to those actions regardless of whether you see immediate results. Trust the process. Have faith in your ability to grow, to improve, to become the man you're meant to be. Because that faith, combined with consistent action, is what turns boys into men and men into legends. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to touch on one more crucial aspect of manhood: continuous learning and growth. Boys think they know it all. Men know there's always more to learn. Boys see challenges as threats. Men see challenges as opportunities to grow. Boys avoid discomfort. Men seek out challenges that will make them stronger. True manhood isn't a destination you reach and then you're done. It's a continual process of growth, of pushing your boundaries, of expanding your capability. The world is constantly changing, constantly evolving. To be a man in this world means to be adaptable, to be curious, to be always learning and growing. Read books, take courses, seek out mentors, embrace new experiences, push yourself out of your comfort zone. Because every time you learn something new, every time you face a new challenge, you're killing that boy inside you a little more and letting the man grow strong. Remember, the moment you think you've got it all figured out is the moment you start sliding backwards. Stay hungry, stay curious, stay humble. And as you grow, as you become the man you're meant to be, don't forget to lift others up along the way. Share your knowledge, offer your support. Be a mentor to those who are where you once were, because that's what true men do. They don't just succeed themselves, they help others succeed too. They leave the world better than they found it. Here we are at the end of our journey together, but for you, this is just the beginning of your transformation from boy to man, the beginning of a life lived with purpose, with integrity, with impact. Remember, killing the boy and letting the man be born isn't a one-time event. It's a daily choice, a lifelong commitment to growth and excellence. There will be days when it's hard, days when the boy inside you seems to be winning. But in those moments, remember why you started this journey. Remember the man you're becoming, the life you're creating, the impact you're making. Stand tall, stay strong, keep pushing forward. Because the world needs you. The world needs men of character, men of purpose, men of integrity. The world needs you to step up to be the best version of yourself, to make a difference. You have greatness within you. You have the power to shape your destiny, to leave a lasting legacy. Don't let that potential go to waste. Don't let the boy hold you back any longer. It's time. Time to kill the boy and let the man be born. Time to become who you were always meant to be. The choice is yours. What will you decide?